Sibling rivalry is defined as the competition between children who share at least one parent. This may be the dictionary's definition, but in reality, it's the competition between children, be they genetic siblings, step-siblings, or adopted siblings, that share the same home. The first mention of sibling rivalry is seen in the Bible, when the first two sons of Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel, sought God's attention. God accepted the younger son, Abel's offering, over his older brother Cain. It resulted in an act of murder. Cain killed Abel because he said God loved him best. This was the first recorded case of siblicide. For many of you with older or younger siblings, the thought of eliminating the competition may have crossed your mind. It's not unusual in the fight for the throne. In most cultures, the firstborn son is given the title of heir, something the younger sibling would want. When royalty governed Europe, the fight for the throne between the siblings often resulted in murder. The firstborn son inherits the birthright. The secondborn son has to find another occupation. Primogeniture is the practice of giving the entire wealth to the eldest son. We're seeing this play out today with Prince Harry of England. Harry, the second son, has decided to leave the royal family and England and seek a new life in North America. Most rivalry occurs between the first two siblings. The closer in age, the greater the chance for competition. If there are medical problems with either of the siblings, one may be elevated or demoted without a fight. The winner now has a new role to play, but still retains many of the characteristics of his original birth order. The firstborn starts life as an only child, where they get all the attention, and they don't have to compete or share. Traditionally, the firstborn becomes a student, a high achiever. He tries to enforce the family rules and tells a younger sibling what to do. The second child takes a different course. He had a sibling at birth. He's born competitive. He or she is usually more athletic than the firstborn, has an outgoing personality, definitely does not want to be told what to do, nor does he tell others what to do. These roles can be reversed, but the firstborn will want to defend the throne, and the secondborn will want to overthrow him. The gender of the siblings and the gender of the dominant parent will set the stage for the rules of the competition. Historically, it's been a male-dominated society. Not so true today. If the dominant wage earner is the woman, then the female child will have an edge in the fight, something new in our modern society. There can be 4 possible combinations: 2 boys, 2 girls, older brother, younger sister, and older sister with younger brother. The personalities of these children will change based on winning, losing, or calling a draw to the game. The sibling that loses can have a very difficult time as an adult. The winner will have to take on more responsibility. The best result is always a draw. These relationships, good or bad, will last a lifetime. How can you tell if there's rivalry between the first two siblings? It can happen when the firstborn is a boy in a male-dominated family, or a girl living in a female-dominated family. If the firstborn stumbles in school, the secondborn will seize the opportunity, an opening to excel from going from an average student to getting A's. The defeated firstborn can drop out of the game and let the secondborn bear all the pressure of trying to be perfect in the firstborn's position. Defeat can also happen to the secondborn if the firstborn is both the excellent student and the great athlete, removing all avenues for the secondborn to succeed. If the firstborn feels no threat to their throne, they will be supportive of the younger sibling. Each will go their own way. An example of 2 boys is the comedy team of Tom and Dick Smothers. Tommy, the older, plays the part of the goof-off. Younger brother Dick plays the more serious straight role. Into their routine, after being scolded by his younger brother, Tommy says, "Yeah, but Mom always liked me best," something the firstborn would say. Here are some examples of some 2-boy relationships. 2-girl relationships are seen with Jackie Kennedy and Caroline, her younger sister. Jackie married a president, and her sister married a prince. Here are some more examples of some 2-girl relationships. As one sister said to the other, "Let's play Cinderella, and you can play the ugly stepsister." Guess which sister started this game? Now, an example of an older brother and younger sister is Jimmy Stewart. He had two younger sisters, Mary and Virginia. As an actor, he took roles as a leader, in charge. His on-stage persona was the same as off-stage. You felt you could trust him and knew who he really was, a big brother who did not feel threatened. Here's some examples of older brothers with younger sisters. An example of an older sister and a younger brother is Hillary Clinton and her younger brother Hugh. She had to fight to hold her position and is still seen as a fighter today. A high achiever, she has weathered many storms in her life and won. Her younger brother has not dethroned her. Here are some examples of some older sisters with younger brothers. I can hear these younger brothers saying, "My sister hates it when I invade her privacy. It says it right here in her diary." Lucy had a younger brother, Linus. Lucy said, "You are my younger brother and I'm your older sister, and that's the way it's going to be all the days of your life. And don't tell me you never think about it." Linus says to himself, "Big sisters are the crabgrass in the lawn of life." Here's some advice if you're a parent of two siblings. You can now see the possible outcomes of sibling rivalry. Competition is good, but you don't want the firstborn to lose the throne and drop out. And you don't want the secondborn to be so overshadowed by the firstborn that they would lose their competitive edge. Learn to praise each child's accomplishments. Don't let them choose the same sport or extracurricular activity. Give them each an area where they can excel without competing with the other. There'll be plenty enough areas to keep disagreement going and keep life exciting. Remember, there's only one front window seat in the car. The dynamics of sibling rivalry has many variables. It will last a lifetime. And recognizing them will give you an edge in understanding the people affected by this interaction. You will never outgrow your sibling rivalry. It returns at the holidays when everyone gets together and the fighting begins again. If you share your story with us, did you win or did you lose, and how has it affected your life? It will help others understand this relationship as well. And like your fingerprint, your birth order is who you really are.